Hi everyone! In this video, we'll go into more detail about the role of neurons by exploring the concept of resting potential. Resting potential is the state when a neuron is at rest but ready to transmit an action potential. During resting potential, a potential difference or a difference in charge must be established across the axon membrane. This is achieved by the transport of sodium ions and potassium ions via protein channels and pumps. The sodium-potassium pump is found in many cell membranes, including those of neurons. This pump uses energy from ATP to actively transport 3 sodium ions out of the neuron axon and at the same time transport 2 potassium ions into the axon. This results in a concentration gradient for both types of ion, with sodium ions being more concentrated on the outside, while potassium ions are more concentrated on the inside. In addition to the sodium-potassium pump, there are also specific ion channels for both sodium ions and potassium ions within the membrane. These allow the facilitated diffusion of the ions down their concentration gradients. However, the membrane is much more permeable to potassium ions than to sodium ions, as there are more open potassium ion channels within the membrane. Therefore, potassium ions diffuse out more easily than sodium ions can diffuse in. With more positively charged ions on the outside compared to the inside of the axon, there's a potential difference across the membrane. As both types of ion carry a positive charge, the ions repel one another. A state of equilibrium is reached between the chemical and electrical gradients. At this point, the potential difference across the membrane is about -70 millivolts. At this resting potential, we say the membrane is polarized. In the next video, we'll see how the membrane is depolarized in the Pacinian corpuscle receptor in order to generate an action potential.